here in Milwaukee. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hi, folks. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Getting the nod in this one, Chad Patrick. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Just about ready to roll. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And we are underway in game 1 of the series. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Patrick, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. In the air, left field. He's got it, and there's one down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. It's been a real struggle for this group. Dead last in the league in hits, so a lot of empty swings and soft contact leads to not much scoring, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, you could power a wind farm with all the swings and misses. They're professional hitters, but they struggle to make contact. They need to make some adjustments to get back on track.
Marte went deep in his most recent game. That one ripped but foul. The 0-2.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Just missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Just underway here in Milwaukee. Fights it off. He'll see another. Three-two. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. This is Corbin Carroll.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2 down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field. And getting the start for Arizona, Ryan Nelson. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. And that one upstairs, ball 1. On the ground right side. Marte throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, William Contreras.
And he's got a nice 14-game hit streak coming into the day. Man, that's more than 2 weeks of coming to work and getting it done in the batter's box. So I'm sure he's feeling really good about himself right now.
And now it's William Contreras. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. The relay to second, but he's in there easily.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Terang launched a homer in his most recent game.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. Gonna get there, and that should bring in the run. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Next is the designated hitter, Tyler Black. Yo, one.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2. Late on that fastball. That one missed. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Payoff pitch. In the air, left field. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. The run scores from second, and they lead by 2. And he'll pull into second safely. This one in the air, center field. Yeah, there's 2 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Lockridge. Singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Man on second, 2 down. The 2-1. Yeah, a foul ball. That one is upstairs. Sal Freeland into Milwaukee on deck circle. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hit hard, base hit. Coming home, fires it to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. 3-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The 1-0. Runner on the go. Strike in there. The campfire. Safe. Stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that.
Here's a 1-1. That one lifted to left. Gurriel turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We move to the second in Milwaukee. Milwaukee leads it 3-0. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here in Milwaukee, new inning getting started. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
The 1-2. On the ground. Bowers steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And that one fouled off. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Hard hit left side. To first, and they get Arenado for the out. And that is that. Nothing doing for Arizona. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom of the inning. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Hamilton with a homer in his last game. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Line drive, base hit right center field. And a good start to the inning. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Throw to second, safe. Man at second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one just misses. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. 1 out, runner at second. Garrett Mitchell, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
And ball 1. Late swing, foul to the left. Two on the way. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Liner caught at second. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. On to the 3rd inning, digging in, Alek Thomas. Fair ball.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
That one found hard the other way. Thomas gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
And he gets tied up right there. Runner takes off. Fought off foul. Outside corner, got him looking. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
Well, these Brewers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boo. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
That missed by a lot. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the last half of the third. Makes the catch. One down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now here's Jake Bauers. 0 for 1. He was robbed of a hit on a diving catch his first time up. Some early action out there in the bullpen. Paul Sewald getting ready to go. Diaz also getting ready. 1 out and a runner at second. Way upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Has room, and he makes the catch. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Man on second, 2 down. Breaking ball, and that got him. Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Fly to left his first time. Marte gets him easily, ends the inning. Brewers strand a couple, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in Milwaukee as we go to the top of the 4th. Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
You know, these D-backs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Well struck, right field. Makes the catch, gliding onto the warning track.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
The Brewers leading by 3, top half of inning number 4. On a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He's 0 for 1. That's in there at the knees for a strike. Man at second. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Sets him down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. The 1-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that one sliced foul. Man on second, 2 down. And they'll do it again. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. One left for Arizona. Still down 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And there's a foul ball. The 1-1. Nice curveball for a strike. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's too high. Got him. Now 1 away. Foul ball. High fly ball, right field. Carroll takes it in for the out. Out number 2. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. What a stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Brewers go down quietly, but they lead it 3-0. Back here at American Family Field. An impressive outing so far, Singy, picking up right where he left off.
Yeah, he's pitching with feel right now, Boog. You can see it in the way he's navigating this lineup.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Diamondbacks just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for him to make contact at times. and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Just missed.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Right through there for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Mitchell on his way over. And there's one away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Alec Thomas now 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. Now fly ball to right center. Freeland gets under it. That's out number 2. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And McCann fouls it off.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the 0-2. And a big swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show Wisconsin. Paul
just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
William Contreras now at the plate, 1 for 2.
Well, these ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Santana takes it himself, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Fastball for a strike. He scored more runs than anyone else in his team so far this year, Chris. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
I'm not saying they do, but with the way they're squaring up the ball right now, it's almost like they know what's coming. They seem very confident at the plate.
On the ground to the left, Perdomo gets it to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
So digging in, Tyler Black. Rips one to right. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. Popped up. Santana in position. That is the inning. It's the Brewers 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. And now, Carlos Santana. Check swing, went around. Strike one.
No.
That one drifts inside.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. The D-backs trailing by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hit hard on the ground is short. Over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Here's Ketel Marte. Swing and a ground ball. Terang sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the 6th. Brandon Lockridge up now for the Brewers.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Activity in the bullpen. Cade Stroud, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Soroka getting loose as well.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And the 0-2. Lockridge checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. He went around, according to Carl Dixon. High fly ball down the left field line. And that drops foul. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Gilbert Diaz. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now the third baseman, David Hamilton.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Siggy. 2 balls, no strikes to count. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one missed. Now 3-0. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Draws the walk there.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
He swings and fouls one off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and
runner takes off. Pitch is high. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Man at second. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. That one the other way. Base hit into the outfield. Hamilton around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now Garrett Mitchell. Ortiz off of first with 2 away. Here's the pitch. Runner goes on the inside corner for called strike 3. Back here at American Family Field. Top of inning number 7. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
And a strike. This one in the air center field. Mitchell should have this one. Takes it in for the out.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one pushed foul. Oh, and 2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Brewers leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Bounces off the wall as he makes the grab.
Man, Dave, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Gurriel in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Makes a sliding stop, throw to first, and that's a great play for the out. Still in total command of the mound with 7 shutout innings. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Michael Soroka.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here's a high chopper. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Late swing, foul to the left. This to third. Throw to first in time. And now Tyler Black.
No, that's the ball.
Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Inside, ball
2. Short hop liner, handled it short. Over to first. What a play, inning over. Gone in order are the Brewers. They lead 4-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Aaron Ashby.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That's down.
Chopper right side. Terang. The flip, and they get the out. Tap foul at the plate. The Diamondbacks down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swings and misses. That's the second out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage. Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
That one ripped left field. This one's got a chance. And that one is gone. And they close the gap. It's 4-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Inside part of the play requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly over with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that regard.
Santana stands in the 2 away as he takes a ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out. D-backs get one on the solo jack. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back here in Milwaukee, and here's the first baseman, Jake Bauers. Swings through that one out in front that time. Soroka, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. On a bounce right side, Santana throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Freeland. 0 for 3 in this one. Down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Back here at American Family Field, here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. Trevor McGill comes out trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. Mitchell going back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down and out where
there's a swing and a drive. Bounces off the wall as he makes a great grab.
Outstanding catch right there. I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Carroll in the box now. No balls and a strike. The Brewers trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is fouled back. The D-backs down to their final strike. Two down, nobody on. Stays alive. 0-2 now. Popped in the air. Left field. Makes the catch. Barking. And the Brewers add another to their winning streak.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, we bring you Wednesday Night Baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Brandon Sproat. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able...
Oh, gets dirty, and that's a great play for the out. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And one to watch, of course, their three-hole hitter, Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Ketel Marte, the next to hit, takes ball one. Just underway here in Milwaukee. Sproat, a 6'3" righty, 25 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Late swing, foul to the left. That one fouled off, 2-2. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Ground ball left side, could be two. To second, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Back here at American Family Field. And today's starting pitcher, Brandon Pfaadt. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Late with the swing there. That one close, ruled a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Sliced hard but foul. 2-2 on the way. High fly ball, right field. Carroll moving under it. 1 away. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog. Facing a lineup like this keeps you on your toes. You have to make plays for your pitcher. This offense always seems to apply pressure. Plus, if they run the bases hard, it just adds another dimension to their game.
Bryce Terang, batting with one down, takes a strike. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some guys in your lineup that make contact. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. And delivers outside. Got him swinging.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Comes up empty.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
Next offering down in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We played an inning, no score. Back here in Milwaukee, top of the second. So the Milwaukee Brewers have had an outstanding start to the season. Only a few weeks in, but so far they're every bit as good as expected, Singy.
Boog, we've gotten the opportunity to just see how confident this ball club is, and everyone knew coming in they were going to be a good team, and sometimes teams can struggle under those lofty expectations, but not these guys so far. You can see the swagger, and on top of it, they're producing the results to back it up.
And while it's still early, we're definitely getting glimpses of just how good they can be. That's off the inside corner. Ball 3. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Flips the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swing and a high fly ball to right. Oh, no, he dropped it. Runner around third. He will score. The Diamondbacks take the lead. Now the second run is in.
Very costly error in the outfield on that one. 2 runs come across, so that's just a tough one to swallow. You know, some errors you can get bailed out by your pitcher if he's able to work around it, but not here. The damage is already done.
And the batter now, Alec Thomas. And that one ripped to left. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly, and they take a 3-run lead.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Here's Gurriel, hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Already 3 runs across in the frame here at the top of the second. And it's fouled away. Right through there for a strike. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Gurriel leads off first with 1 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. That one ripped, but foul. The 0-1. Rip, but it curls foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Brewers 0. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Bottom of the second. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Jake Bauers.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Just missed. Sanchez matched a homer in his last game. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Two outs, base is empty. Luis Rengifo digs in now. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And there it is. He continues his hot swinging.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And that one pulled foul. Up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Next for the Brewers, Blake Perkins.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Owns a 10-game hitting streak right now, and this is where it starts to get fun.
First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now fly ball to right center. Carroll on the move to the gap. He's got it. And that is the inning. Brewers strand a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at American Family Field. All set for the start of the inning. Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Diamondbacks doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Deal 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there in the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
1-2 now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Fouled off left side. All right, Chris, when you talk about great logos, the Milwaukee Brewers, the M and the B that form a glove, not everyone even realizes that it's an M and a B with that glove. They started using it in 1978. Throw short, hops him at first, can't come up with it. He's safe. 1 down. Now up next for Arizona, Pavin Smith. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Close, but call the ball. Ball 1. If you're playing right now, tweet out, I was this many days old when I found out the Brewers glove logo is an M and a B. Hashtag MLB the show. Because I guarantee you there are people playing right now that had no idea there was an M and a B in that logo.
That's a great point.
And that one ripped into right. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Coming home. The relay. He's safe. And it's 4-0.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. And now it's going to be Gabriel Moreno. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Look out. That ball is smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And it's second.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. This to center field. And that's a base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at-bat.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Two runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Just missing there. Full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Moreno leads off first with 2 down to the inning. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. Gurriel gets a piece. 2 on, 2 outs. That one not close. And that's ball 2. Just missed. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Moreno around third. 1 run across. The relay throw. Tag, safe at home. It's 7-0. Manager out of the dugout. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Quinn Priester.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Santana checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And yes, he offered at it. And on second, 2 down. Foul ball there. Hit weakly on the ground. Terang. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Brewers nothing. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show. Back here in Milwaukee, ready to go for the last half of the inning.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come 1 at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
1 up, 1 down. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. And stepping in is the speedy Brandon Lockridge. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Carroll gets under it. 2 away. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. So they go quietly there. 3 innings complete. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Brewers nothing. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here in Milwaukee, here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Priester, in his second season, he features a sinker, a slider, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
You know, he's been a tough out for a good stretch now. Pitchers just haven't been able to figure him out. He's been doing a really good job of getting on base as well.
And the 1-0. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
This is Corbin Carroll. That's smacked on a line to center. Brings it in.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
The 1-0. Hard on the ground to first. And that's the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Thomas on his way over. And there's one down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Popped up. Moreno settles under it. And there's 2 down. Two down, bases empty. Here is Gary Sanchez. Grounded out his first time. Ripped on the ground to second. On to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Gone in order are the Brewers. They continue to trail 7-0. Back here at American Family Field. New inning getting started. Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
You know, these D-backs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Oh, he gloves it from his backside. On the money. Nice play.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. The Diamondbacks up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Right side, Terang throws to first in time. So up next, Alek Thomas. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. 2 down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And the Diamondbacks down in order, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story.
That one ripped right center field. That ball's carrying out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Home run number 5 on the season, and they cut into the deficit.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. It's really impressive how he's able to take an outside fastball, get around it, and hit it with authority to the pull side. Most guys are popping up weakly to the opposite field. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The 0-1.
Nope, ball.
Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. So a man at first. Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers.
Right through there for a strike.
Now quick throw to first. Back in safe, really close. Ground ball left side. Here's Marte for one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man at second. That smash towards center. 2 down. Back to the top of the order now. Now here is Brandon Lockridge. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Hard hit, but right at him and left. But the Brewers add one with a solo shot. It's now 7-1. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. So digging in, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Starts him with a breaking ball, but that's a pitch he's really comfortable hitting. You can't rely on breaking stuff to be automatic out pitches against him.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there and gone. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. goes yard. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to the lead. It's 8-1.
Now, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle. Ortiz slinging it to first in time. Back to the top of the order. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 3 in this one. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a two-bagger.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Perdomo over at second, one down.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 2-1. Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Next to hit for Arizona, Corbin Carroll, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Line drive to short and caught. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play.
That is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
First pitch, and he just misses.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
That's the third. Jumps, throws, and that's a nice play to end the inning. D-backs get 1 on the solo jack. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. You're watching Brewers baseball on the Show, Wisconsin. Bottom of the 6th. This is Bryce Terang. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate. He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Bowers in the box again, takes the strike. Strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Fair ball. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here.
Coming in hot, and we've seen more of the same in the box today. He brings a real confidence to this offense.
Hit on the ground to the right side. That's a base hit as a run scores. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
That clips the zone. Strike 1. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Cade Stroud up and throwing. Two on, 2 outs. Fastball for a strike. In the air to left center. Base hit into the outfield. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Brandon Falk done for the night. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Cade Stroud.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Blake Perkins, the next to hit. Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
Back here at American Family Field, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
And first offering is fouled off. Liner stays at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Out to short, Ortiz. Throw to first in time. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Alec Thomas. And he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Gurriel gets a piece. Thomas, the runner at first with 2 gone. The other way, and that'll do it. One left for Arizona. They lead at 8-2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a pop-up. 1 down. The D-backs up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground. And it's through for a hit. And a man aboard. Down the number 2 hitter, Bryce Terang.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. Runner at second here. 1 gone. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down. On the ground to short. Perdomo whips it to first, and that is that. Milwaukee leaves 1, and it's still 8-2. Back here in Milwaukee for the top of the 8th, Carlos Santana now at the plate. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge, and the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. 2-2 now. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Throws it away. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away. Here's a 2-0. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Breaks his bat, pops it up, and there's one down. One out man at first. Ketel Marte up to the plate. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one. That one to first, and a foul ball. Santana at first, one gone. In the dirt, 3-1. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Brewers 2. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Now on the bump, Paul Sewald. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Gets him to chase after that one. Check swing called strike. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
In the air, right field. And there are 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Luis Rengifo.
What can't he do at the plate, Boog? These stats are just crazy. Are we sure his bat is legit? And it's like magic.
Can't get to it. He's not just hot, he's lava right now. Can't believe they're still pitching to him. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
And a sweeper misses for a ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. It gets down, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. And now Blake Perkins. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Out towards right center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Brewers 2. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this is...
Oh, look at this! To his knee, the throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Quinn Priester is done, and unfortunately, he didn't get much help behind him defensively. New arm coming in. We'll be back. Angel Serpa into the game. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Terang, 1. Over to Bowers, that's 2.
Hey, they played the matchup right there. Worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Base is empty after the double play. Nolan Arenado getting ready to hit.
That's the ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Up the middle, and that chance handled to first, and they get Arenado for the out, and that's the 3rd out. It's the Diamondbacks 8 and the Brewers 2. A new arm into the game, the righty Ryan Thompson.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Ball inside.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
No, that's the ball.
And that's downstairs. And now 3-2. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Ortiz wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. No challenges left for them now.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Chases in the dirt, slider there. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
So they're down to their final out. Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. The Diamondbacks up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. A little bit low. Ball 2. Two down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. Thompson is just 1 strike away. The 2-2 on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him. That's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip.
Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers. Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the mound today, Brandon Woodruff. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Geraldo Perdomo leading things off and takes a strike. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got him. One out. Missed with a changeup. Ball one. Marte starting up the middle at second, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Strike two. On the ground, and that one finds its way through, and a man aboard.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Corbin Carroll batting with one down takes a strike. That one close, ruled a ball, and that's ball one. Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw to second on a bounce. Safe. And it's second. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. He's got it. Runner tags, and we'll move up to third.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Just missed. And that one's a little bit low. And the count now 2-0. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
That's a strike, and it's 2-2. Got him. That's out number 3. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting the start for Arizona, Eduardo Rodriguez. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. This is Bryce Terang.
is hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Marte on to first, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
There's a swing and a miss. Up the middle, and it gets by him. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So 2 down. Now Jake Bauers. Hitless of the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. Swings through that one for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
The 0-2. Contreras leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is that. We played an inning, no score. Back here at American Family Field, top of the second. So the Arizona Diamondbacks are off to a good start to the season. Singy, we were talking about them preseason as possible contenders, and so far they look the part.
No doubt, Boog. They're not running away with anything quite yet, but they put themselves in a good position early on.
It'll be interesting to see if they make some moves for a postseason push over the next couple months. Here's a 1-1. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2. Stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Popped up. Bowers should have this one. And there's one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Gabriel Moreno batting with one down, takes a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Foul ball. No score here in the second. This one in the air, center field. 2 down. 2 down, nobody on. That one's in there. That's strike 2. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Gurriel with a homer in his last game. In the air, right field. Freeland moving under this one. And that's the 3rd out. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Siggy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that in.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Luis Rengifo will hit next. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Rengifo went deep in his most recent game. Black aboard here at first with nobody out. Sent down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Fastball for a strike. Man at first, one away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To short, could be 2. Flips it. There's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. And he grounds one back up the middle. A sliding stop. It's there, and that's a great play. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. That one lifted to left. And there's 2 away. Here's Ketel Marte. Picked up a base hit to center his first time on. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that is that. Front half of the third coming up. No score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And that one off the outside edge.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Out to short. Perdomo in plenty of time to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Foul ball there. The 1-1. Late with the swing there. Not close with that one, and the count is filled up. Struck him out looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you feel.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. In the air, left field, and that's the inning. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Back here in Milwaukee, on to the fourth, Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. And that one ripped to left. 1 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Up the middle, Hamilton. To first, 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 so far. This one in the air center field. Mitchell drifts towards it. And that is that. On to the bottom of the fourth now. Still with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Contreras in his 5th season, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And foul ball. The 1-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. One up, one down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
That's a ball.
In the air out towards right center. Thomas settles underneath it. And a couple of quick outs. So now the DH spot, Tyler Black. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Inside, ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Lining in the left center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game. He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results. Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws to first in time, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. On to the top of the 5th we go. No score. Back at the ballpark, rubber match alert, Singy. 2 teams who really want this one, and it shows. Tie game, and we're right in the thick of it.
Yeah, you can sense both teams treating every at-bat with postseason intensity. Nobody wants to give an inch.
That one fouled off.
Well, these Diamondbacks need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one found hard the other way. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. fights it off. He'll see another.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Here's a 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. One down. This one ripped, but foul to the right. The 0-1. And a base hit up the middle. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Right through there for a strike.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Another 1-2. This ball's chopped to the ground. Rengifo toss to second. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Sal Frelick up now. WAR doesn't lie, and this guy's value shows up everywhere, including on this graphic.
Yeah, Boog, he affects every phase of the game. You got to have a guy like this on your roster.
It's more than the box score. He shifts the momentum.
Yeah, and that's what makes him elite. Never know when his impact will show up, but it always does.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Hard liner. Thomas running hard to get it. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
there's a foul ball. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. That misses. 2-1. Popped up. Marte under it. 2 down. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Went down on strikes his first time through. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2 down, nobody on. Strike on the outside corner. And the count is 0-2. Hamilton wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. Out to center. Thomas moving under it. And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. No score. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Carlos Santana getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. 0-1. That clips the corner. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Struck him out without a swing, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell.
Well, these Brewers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
0-2 now.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Movement in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. Taylor Clark, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Thompson getting cranked up as well. The 1-0.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
2 gone.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
And now it's William Contreras. 1 for 2. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Carrying well. Out of here. He'll touch them all. His 7th home run of the season. The Brewers score first. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Eduardo Rodriguez will depart, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. So they turn things over to the righty, Gilbert Diaz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that one hammered. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Relay throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. Tyler Black up now for the Brewers. Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th. One now. Swing and a foul out of play. Man on second, 2 down. Got him swinging. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Milwaukee strikes first on this solo jack. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Brewers baseball on the Show Wisconsin. Back here in Milwaukee, top of inning number 7, Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Nasty pitch right there, and that is strike 1. Carroll not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge, and the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. Looking to get the tying run on base.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Two now. That one is absolutely belted. And that is foul. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a high fly ball left field. One away.
I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
And that one fouled off. The Brewers trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Struck him out looking. Smith thought that one missed, and here comes the challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Out of here! And we are all tied up.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. What an incredible momentum swing on that home run, Boog. I mean, it's late in the game, just barely stayed fair, and ties up the ball game. Impressive.
1 down. Here's Nolan Arenado. Now he's challenging the called strike. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. Good hitters count the 2-0. That one missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one carrying. Going. Gone. Nolan Arenado goes deep. It's their second home run of the inning. And the D-backs jump out in front. It's 2-1.
You're not going to be able to wipe the smile off his face for a while, Boog. He just changed the game.
Now a step off the rubber to reset. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Ripped on the ground to second. Fires over to first. Got the out. Alec Thomas now.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Fastball for a strike. Gurriel gets a piece. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Bowers has a beat on it. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Taylor Clark.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Well, one-run game. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. And that one fouled off. Here's a high chopper. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more rep gyms before the game is over.
Here's a 1-1. Not the best swing that time from the first-round pick.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That one missing inside. And that just misses. Challenge from behind the dish here. Next for Milwaukee, Greg Jones. Foul ball there. Clark, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And a swing and a miss. And that is that. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Abner Uribe.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
One up, one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Stepping in, Geraldo Perdomo.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And that's just foul. The 0-2. And they'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 0-2 now. Chopper right side. And it goes just foul. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Runner takes off. That one hammered, but pulled foul. On the ground to short, could be 2. Hamilton over to second, over to Bowers. That's 2. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Brewers 1. Back here at American Family Field. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Kevin Ginkel, the saves leader in the National League, is up and throwing. Stroud getting loose as well. In the air, left field. Gurriel turns to the right on the move. Brings it in. And there's one down. outside. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. Runner on the move. High fly ball out into left center field. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 away. Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Taylor Clark done for the day, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Kevin Ginkel.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
This one in the air, right field. Pulls it in on the run. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1, and they trail it here. Well, 1-run game. This is Corbin Carroll. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Trevor McGill. He last pitched 2 days ago.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one in triple digits. In the air, right side. Freeland under this one. Takes it in for the out. And first offering is fouled off. Checks his swing. Appeal down to 3rd. No swing. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He's already homered in this game. This one in the air, center field. Mitchell settles under it. That's out number 2.
got so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep both their challenges. Back to right. Freeland on the move. And that is that. One left for the Diamondbacks, but they still lead it. Back here in Milwaukee, all set for the bottom of the ninth. Now here's Jake Bauers.
This is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
One-run game, bottom nine. Outside low, and that's ball one. Way inside, gets out of the way. And a 2-1 on the way. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 2-2. Got him swinging for the K.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. The Diamondbacks trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. That's in there. That is strike two.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some way, somehow, climb back into this at-bat through the count.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Just one out remaining for the Brewers. Now the third baseman, Luis Rengifo, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Popped in the air, left field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks win the rubber match of this 3-game series.